Poppa Rotzee.
What's up, guys? It's Kobe Black, also known as Poppa Rotzee. I'm here to do an interview with some questions that was provided by Stuart Norse. Alright, guys, enjoy. What is it like being around such a figure? It's pretty awesome. Draculino is one of those guys who, if you ask him a question, he always has an answer. And not just an answer, it sounds like someone wrote it for him, because it's like some colorful answer with like metaphors and like old sayings and like, they're always real funny and quirky and stuff like that, and it's really cool just to be able to ask him some of these things and just hear some of his answers. And that's off the mat. I mean, it's even cooler to see like him on the mat. I've never seen, whether it's a white belt or even a second-degree black belt, no matter who it was, ask him a question about jiu-jitsu that he didn't have an answer for. Whether it's something super simple or super technical, any situation he has like a solution for, and it just shows how deep his knowledge of jiu-jitsu actually is. And it's really cool because he's one of those guys where he still takes the time to answer, because it's really apparent that he still loves jiu-jitsu, and he still takes the time to help students, whether it's a white belt or whoever. It could be after a 12-hour day when he didn't sleep very well, and I know he's exhausted, and the class is over, and a white belt will ask him like how to do an arm bar from guard, and he'll immediately jump on the mat, stop what he's doing, and pull somebody over, and he'll go over and not just teach him an arm bar from guard, but like teach him all the details, and like details to where even purple belts and brown belts are like, oh yeah, I didn't even know that, and stuff like that. So it's really cool that he still takes the time. He's real down to earth and still does stuff like that. I mean, and he's kind of like that with these videos. He always takes the time to answer questions from me or from you guys and stuff like that, no matter how busy he is, and just shows his character. He's in there every single day kicking the crap out of us, still rolling with us and everything. So it's pretty cool, and shows how much he actually loves jiu-jitsu and how much he's a fan of the sport, a student of the sport, and an instructor of the sport. You have shot some videos which have become folklore. I believe it was your idea to go out there and push Drac on the net. Tell me about it. Yeah, I guess it was my idea. At the time, there was very little videos of Draculino on the internet. I believe there was only, on YouTube, I remember searching, there was only one video, and it was of Drac rolling with Judo Paul in a garage. And when I started working there, I was telling him, how we needed to start taking advantage of YouTube. It was free, so why not? It wouldn't hurt as far as marketing for the school went and stuff like that. And the other part of it was, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed seeing stuff like that, and I enjoyed hearing from Drac. So as a mixture of needing to market and, me having a hobby of, making videos and stuff like that, it kind of combined, and I started doing it. So I started off with just a regular little cheap camera and video editing software that came with one of my PCs or whatever. And as I did more and more and more, I started investing a little into it, got a really awesome camera, and started spending a little money on some video editing software, and started taking off. I think one of the biggest turning points was he was getting a lot of support in SureDog, and so I kind of gave back to them and kind of gave him an opportunity to ask him some questions personally. And one of the bigger questions from that turned out being, what were his thoughts about Eddie Bravo, and that kind of blew into this really big thing, and there was kind of some back and forth stuff going on, which is all been, dropped and taken care of now. But it was kind of like, a hot topic at the time. And then, some of the other things were like, there's always these like kind of like douchebags, it's like know-it-all guys on the forum, and they always say like these typical things like, jiu-jitsu doesn't work in the street because there may be glass on the floor, or because you can get jumped and stuff like that. Or they'll say that you can't use your guard because, someone can bite your balls. Or Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is different than BJJ because in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu they teach you how to defend strikes, and Gracie Baja doesn't teach you that, which is completely ridiculous. I mean, it's, not only do we teach you to defend from strikes at our school, we also teach you how to strike. I mean, our entire fundamental program is completely based on self-defense and street scenarios, whether it's, slipping a punch to the outside, or whether it's, escaping a headlock or whatever it is. So, I mean, that's just a completely ridiculous statement based off someone who has just no idea what they're talking about, who's never even been to a Gracie Barra school. And so, that was one of the ones that kind of irked me and annoyed me, to the point where I remember just asking Draculino. I think I was actually in the middle of one of the interviews for Sure Dog, and I just like saw it or something, and I just turned around and asked him, and the camera was kind of rolling, and then he just kind of went.
If they want to prove, go to a Gracie Barra and try to train with some of our guys. You know what I mean? That's simple. Go there. Okay, I want to do like one intro lesson. Don't even to pay. Here in my school, you're invited.
That happens a lot with Drac. Sometimes I just see some stuff, and I kind of get an idea of what kind of answer he's going to have because of other conversations I've had with him. And so I just ask him, and I'm just like, and I just start recording, and I know it's going to be gold. And that kind of happened too with another guy, this guy who called himself the Master, and he said that, you couldn't use the guard because he could just bite your balls or grab your balls or whatever he said.
Now he can't grab my balls if I just do this. Okay, this is the guard position. Yeah, okay. Well, you think you're going to be stopped?
And there was this one day when Drac was like real irritated or kind of frustrated, and I could kind of sense it, and I remember kind of bringing it up to him. He was like, yeah, let's go ahead and we can do this now, come on. And I was like, this is going to be great. And so he started talking about it, and I started recording, and I just couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny.
I'm always going to be moving. And a little simple move with my legs, I can make him get close to me, and then I control. Head, arm. How the hell he's going to grab my balls from here? I want you to tell me. How the hell? If he tries really hard, with this hand he can't. Tries really hard. Look. Boom. I have another one.
One, because what he was saying was funny. Two, because of how true it is. And three, because I just knew how bad he was just going to smash this guy. And it was just kind of funny because when I posted it, and when I posted on any of these guys completely disappear after that. And it's so funny that they just kind of sink back into their little corner, after someone like him directly calls them out. And it's just funny. And everybody's liked it and always enjoyed it, and so it's been fun doing it, and that's kind of where all that came from. So